Welcome to Wonderplay Kids channel. The story of kind girl Cinderella.
Once upon a time, in a cheerful little village surrounded by glowing hills, lived a girl named Cinderella. Though her days were filled with chores, her heart sparkled brighter than the stars. Cinderella works happily outside her cozy cottage, feeding chickens and sweeping the stone path. The sun glows warmly through soft clouds. Inside the grand old house, the stepmother sits on a velvet chair, giving orders, while the two stepsisters clumsily try on dresses. Her stepmother and stepsisters were not so kind. They gave her all the work to do, while they dreamed of grand parties and shiny shoes. But one magical night, when Cinderella felt all hope was gone, a tiny light appeared from the garden. Cinderella sits by the garden fountain under the moonlight, eyes full of tears. A glowing fairy descends, lighting up the scene. With a swirl of magic, the fairy turns Cinderella's simple dress into the most dazzling gown in the kingdom. The fairy waves her wand, and Cinderella's blue dress glows, transforming into a glittering ball gown as sparkles swirl around her. Cinderella dances gracefully with the prince in a sparkling ballroom filled with laughter and music. At the royal ball, Cinderella danced under twinkling lights, her heart light as air. But as the clock struck 12, the magic began to fade, and Cinderella hurried home, leaving behind a single glass slipper. Cinderella rushes down the grand staircase.
The next morning, the prince felt weary. He could not stop thinking about the kind girl who had left behind a glass slipper. He promised himself he would find her, no matter how far he had to go. He sent his workers across the land, carrying the slipper, searching every home and cottage for the one whose foot it fit. And so, the prince searched the land for the one who fit the tiny slipper. The prince knew at once. This was the kind girl he had danced with under the stars. When the slipper fit perfectly, the fairy's golden light appeared once more, and the prince and Cinderella knew their hearts would never be apart again. When he found Cinderella, her kindness shone brighter than any magic. And so, Cinderella's kindness filled the kingdom with joy, and love's magic shone brighter than ever before. And from that day on, Cinderella's heart reminded everyone, kindness is the most beautiful magic of all. This is the story of kind girl Cinderella. If you like the story, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more videos.